Hey everyone, Matt McMahon here, H2O Plasma Plug. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm up to. I do have an update on the water fuel stuff, in case you've been wondering, but I wanted to first show you a video that I just made. I have the Samsung Galaxy S3. I do sort of have to watch a video and at the same time as doing this because for some reason the video sort of crapped. I lost all my sound and I can't put it on the video editing to put it together, so hopefully the sound works on this one. So here is what I've already done. Here is some of the tools that the kit came with. I hope I don't repeat too much, but I called around and they wanted to charge what was it, $290 to replace the screen on my phone, and I thought that was just absolutely ridiculous. You'll be able to see where the cracks are in the sections of the video that it does work, yeah, I think I'm going to be making a proper holster for my tripod, for my phone to actually work on, because my phone records better than a actual video camera. Anyways, so I paid $37 for all of this. I got it with I got the $50 Otter box, and I literally dropped it from my bed about that high, and it landed on the corner, I'm assuming, and then it cracked the screen. So you will actually be able to see it. These things are very, very delicate. This isn't a phone like I had an iPhone S3 3GS, and I used to toss it on the ground all the time and never had any problems. I dropped this on the ground one time, and then it cracks. And then I called TELUS, which that's who I'm with, and they told me to call Samsung, and I called Samsung, and then they said for me to send it to them, and after I would send it to them, then they would quote me on the price of what it would cost to fix it. I wanted to know how much it would cost to fix. Why am I gonna, why am I just gonna send it away knowing what needs to be fixed? And so they wanted, they said that if they send it back and I decide not to fix it, they're going to charge $40. So I think that I've given enough information on this video. I've tried to show everything. So hope you enjoy the video, and like, subscribe, all that stuff. Anyways, take care. Bye-bye. Well, not bye-bye. Enjoy the video. I did also want to add, before you start watching the rest of this video, that it took me a while to figure out what tools were for what. The fatter one is for once you get a spot to get in underneath, use that to drag along the seam inside the phone. It helps to pry it up, but you really have to make sure that you have it hot enough so that way the adhesive comes off. The small one is a prying tool. I don't know why they gave these. I'm assuming if you wanted to take any of the other parts apart, say if you wanted to replace the screen itself, that's the only other reason I think that they could include that. These are also prying tools, so that way you can slip it in further in. And it came with another blue one, which you'll see also in the video. So anyways, you'll now see me clean it. I've got the vacuum cleaner here now. Hopefully I did plug it in, and I'm going to just quickly vacuum around the phone, and I'll just move it a bit closer. Hopefully that still works. And you can see more of what I'm doing. I'm also going to clean out the inside of this first as well. I will be sending back this OtterBox, and I also will be reporting if I get another faulty OtterBox, because this is just $50 for a case that protects your phone that doesn't protect your phone. That becomes, a piece of crap. Anyways, here we go. So I do want to suggest that if anybody is going to be doing this, please wear your gloves first. Actually, I am going to put mine on because this glass is it shards very, very, very small. So when it broke, I took it apart and did this. So in your case, if that's happened and you got in the case, take it out. And as soon as I get the backing off of this and get everything apart, I'm going to turn it all off. So yeah, gloves on. Okay, hopefully I can still get it apart, but I got the little tools that everything came with, so it should be okay to take apart. Actually, so I'm going to just remove the casing. And I do have to say, I did prefer the one that I had the iPhone 3GS, and I do prefer that the Otter box that came with that, it was actually almost waterproof. So this one isn't. It's actually got the button areas open. I think that is another faulty design part of it. I don't like that. This whole bottom section should just be rubberized with the button, just like how my iPhone was. So I'm going to get it apart here. After this one, it should just pop open. And so one last one there. There we go. So there we go. Now let's see. I gotta flip the screen. Sorry, it's gonna go upside down on you. But you can see the brakes in that. I guess it got a little bit more damaged on the side afterwards, but I believe that this is the corner that dinged that caused all that. So I'm going to get this glass out of the way before it gets in anything. Can still see some little fragments or chips maybe that have gone inside, so I'll clean the back of this and the inside. I do want to say that this phone is by far the best phone that I've ever had. It was absolutely amazing. It still is amazing. It can handle a lot more. There's more features, but you know, can't wait to see what's going to happen in 10 years from now. Be amazing. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to power it down first. Power off. Alright, it's off, so I'm going to remove the backing. I don't feel any glass yet. Good thing. I've had to put this off for a while, which was really unfortunate. So you want to remove all your cards. I'm going to put this up a bit right now. Hopefully I didn't just turn it on. Nope, I didn't. So I don't see any dust or anything inside of here. So take out your battery first, set it aside, take my micro SD, and my SIM card. Alright, so now we're ready to go into the equipment that we have. I'll put that away as well. Alright, so I bought a kit off of eBay. It cost me about $27. I think it was $10 shipping, so $37. Duh. Anyways, when this first happened, my girlfriend went and called to see how much this would, how much it would cost to have this replaced on my phone. And I've talked to two people. The person that she talked to said $290. Now, for something that costs $37 and about an hour's research, although when I research something I really overdo it, that's really stupid to pay that type of money for something that hopefully will take under an hour to do. So I will be pausing a lot of the video and cutting it out because obviously you don't need to see me do the same thing over and over again. So it comes with a star, a flat, and this little fork thing that hooks in underneath the glass. And the key to this is to getting the glass heated up enough in which you can wedge these out, wedge the piece of glass out. So this looks like a guitar pick. This, I'm sorry, but 100% is a guitar pick. Like, I can actually, let's see if I have any over here. Yeah. There's a guitar pick. That's what they give you in the kit. It's an all-in-one kit, which is just absolutely amazing. And I'm going to actually keep those over here because I might be able to use them, but for wedging it out. But considering $37 and you get everything that you need to do it, and an hour's work, and you just saved yourself $290. So we'll say it's 40. You just saved yourself 250 bucks. Sorry, I'm just a bit tired right now. So anyways, we're going to get to heating up the glass. I am going to go get some masking tape, because when you pop this stuff out, the glass does tend to fly, and definitely wear the gloves. So I'll be right back. And luckily enough, I actually already prepared by putting it here. Now, the only thing I can think of while doing it like this is that the adhesive, the point is to heat up the adhesive on this, but the adhesive on your tape is also going to heat up. So it might not work. I heard someone else suggest it. Now, just make sure that you don't block the spot that you have to actually get the thing up at and get the glass to come up at. I did want to show something before I go and muck it all up. The flaw in this design is the way how the plastic wraps around. Sorry, I can't really see the screen to see what you're seeing. So if you can actually see on the right angle, you can see how that glass sort of dips up. This should have been made out of not plastic. It should have been made out of aluminum. It should have had a little bit of a thicker material, and possibly something that slightly protrudes a little bit above. I think that's why this is happening. I think it's a definite flaw in the design. If you actually look on this side, you can see definitely that that's a rounded surface. I understand that to make this glass, it's called Gorilla Glass. Apparently this is what they're using on these. It's super thin, which makes it super light, but I think that they should have gone with a polycarbonate cover. But still, nothing beats this the the way how this phone operates. It is a very, very smart phone, and I have no issues with it at all in regards to that, besides maybe just random crashing, but I'm a really hard user on phones, so yeah, now we'll get to heating this up. Hopefully it's easy extraction, and we'll see. So I'll get my gloves on. Now you can use any hairdryer from what I've learned. These things are pretty resilient to heat. If you have ever, say, left your phone on the dash of your car, you know, on a sunny day, and you go to stick it in the charger, it won't allow you to charge it when it's hot. So it does have a built-in sensor for it. Obviously, this won't be applying right now, but we'll still get it done. And I do want to make this video as thorough as possible, because I found that some people didn't add little bits of information that I would have liked to have read, or seen, or watched on YouTube. So just looking at it carefully right now to see where the groove is. Again, let's see if we can get that. Here, I'm just going to tip it up for a bit. Doesn't look like it autofocuses very closely. Anyways, you can see where the dark color and the blue meet, the dark blue and the light blue. That is where you need to wedge your piece in, which will be most likely this piece to start. You just got to get it in. I also watched other people as they had issues with the melting, not like their little tools getting too hot. So I think that possibly to start, we'll use the small one as a prying piece, and then we'll use the guitar pick to start. It's more or less just getting in there. That's the key. So I think I'm going to go in where the broken spot is first. So, ready to cook. Hopefully not too bad. We'll move all this stuff over. Alright, here we go. That works out well. Did I plug it in? I did plug it in. Okay. Now I want to add that the adhesive is on the edge going around the glass, so that's where you more want to focus your heat. There. Almost in underneath it. Obviously don't want to break your phone itself. So yeah, it's slowly starting to get underneath. Alright, getting the side off. Alright, I'm under. So really, that's going to be, I think, the hard part, is to just get a spot where you're in underneath. And then to slowly pry up. And again, keep your if you aren't wearing eye protection, keep your eyes away. Hopefully you don't hear me screaming soon. So, again, I've got some, I think I'm just going to leave this up here, put in place, so yeah, that'll work. gotta make sure you keep the glass away, that's all. Alright, so we got it starting to come up now. It seems that if you sort of wedge in place and you move it to the side, you get it to, I really hope you can see this. I'm going to actually zoom it right in on the phone. And hopefully it focuses well. So, and I'm going to put you upside down, I'm sorry about that. So you can see that there's a little pocket and a little spot that broke off on the side there now. So you want to make sure that the adhesive is coming off before you pull everything. So really the hard part was to sort of push it back a little bit, enough to get this in, and then I was able to wedge in underneath by pulling back and forth while I was sort of pushing against the side. So I'm going to heat it up again. I'm going to take this out because I've already got it popped up now and I don't want to ruin the tool. So there is two reasons for the glows. One reason is for the glass, obviously. The second reason is to get that off a bit again. The other is because the heat. This gets pretty hot, so I watched a few other people sort of pull their hand away pretty quick going ouch ouch, so I just want to prevent having to go through anything that they did. So again, I've just gotten in at the right angle, and then you can sort of pull back on it. Hopefully, oh, was that even on there? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I gotta put you upside down so I can see what I'm doing. For some reason, when I flip my camera screen, it flips the thing upside down. I'm sure that's a setting I can adjust, but. And I know this is going to probably be the longest video ever, but oh, that wasn't my tool. See, that could have been a shard of glass coming up, and it's a good thing it wasn't. Anyways, let's see if this works better just by going along where we've already got it to come up. So it seems that once you've got a spot up, keep working from there. And slowly prying. I think this is where you want to get another part in, which would be, oh, I'm not even showing you, sorry. You just want to stick the that in there so it keeps it up. Yeah, it helps a bit. So it's a little difficult getting around this corner, but now I seem to be doing alright. Alright, so I want to get this part in under. So the smaller one is a bit thicker. See, now I'm sure you saw that. Now that didn't shoot very much up, but most of the breaking happened right in here where I've already got the tape on, so that probably really prevented some glass from flying. So I'm going to just do another quick vacuum up. I bet you that was probably because I waited too long. I didn't keep it hot, so there was too much tension on it. Alright, so I think what happens here is this one, let's get that in there. Alright, this is what you're probably going to want to use to wedge it apart, wedge it off of the center. off of the plastic part. But once you got it going around, it seems to be a lot easier to just do it like that when you're in there. So now that it's broken, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Alright, so I guess ran out of memory on my memory card for this. So hopefully we caught all that. I believe I had talked about that you want to heat it up evenly so that way it doesn't crack like this, because it makes fracture points because one spot will be holding down too much. So we're going to really heat it up good again, and then which I was doing, which I think is when I lost all the juice. But now I got a 32 gigabyte in here. I didn't realize this is what was going to actually take this long. I think so far it's taken me about 20-25 minutes. Might have been less if I wasn't explaining everything, but I'd much rather take my time to teach you what I'm doing at the same time. Alright, so I think that this one works better than all of them so far, so I'm going to keep going with this one. Hopefully I can... There we go. Oh, that's really nice like that. So hopefully I'm not heating them up too much. You feel the adhesive starting to stick. So whoop. A little bit more. Again. I think I'm going to actually just take it off from this side. There's a fracture right here in the middle, so I'm going to continue to go around, and hopefully that gets this one side off. I might take the screwdriver and just score against the tape so that way I can get that section off. Alright, so let's get this guy underneath. Got some of the adhesive on it from underneath here. And again, be careful because I am really close to this right now without any gloves on. Alright, so it seems to be coming off quite nicely now. I'm going to keep working my way down into this direction because, like I said, that works really well. I don't know what that means, but okay. So while using this, I've definitely figured out that the thicker tool is definitely made for running along the side to lift the adhesive off of there. And I'm assuming, judging by what I've been doing here. I am probably going to need some sort of adhesive remover, but we'll see when that time comes. Okay, so it starts cooling down. So whenever you start hearing the cracking, I think that's when you're when it's getting too cool. So that when the adhesive isn't hot enough, it can't lift off as easily. And I think it also makes, rather than coming off cleanly and nicely, I think at that point it also starts making patterns in it. That wasn't so good. Maybe I didn't heat it up enough. Oh, still not hot. And just about just one last little piece. There we go. We're off. Okay, so there's still some spots that are stuck over here. There's some tarry stuff that's around, and I just lost the button. Great. Okay, it's a good thing I watched other people do that. Just a matter of putting it back into the right place. Alright, so hopefully that's not the adhesive that's required, because that would suck. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up. I gotta find something. Oh, it just rubs off, that's good. So I guess the adhesive layer that stuck, yeah. Okay, that must be the microphone or something. I don't like this. Anyways, so I'm just gonna remove all the little pieces of adhesive. The adhesive on this is really, really thick. Really quite amazing. Just hope that the other one comes with the same adhesive, that that I'm not stuck without a phone until I can contact them. So you just pull everything off. It's like really unusual. It's like a jelly. Alright, so I use the bag here. Hopefully I don't, after all this time, don't get glass in my hand from this. Okay, so now after, after looking at this, I didn't realize it. Grab it from here. These are the backings. I'll just move it up a bit. This is the backing to the button, the two buttons that are here. So one's your back button, the other one's your menu or settings button. So everything should be fine on this. So at least this way, from what I'm doing, when you go to do it, you'll see that there's nothing to worry about when you go to do certain parts. Just wonder if, because I remember a guy talking about the adhesive here, this black adhesive. Just wondering, does the other one come with something similar? It does not, so I'm going to leave it on there because I'm for sure that it's going to stay on. But if any professional sees this and they see that I could have done something different, or they have stuff to add, you know, more detail, and they want to do the same video, that'd be awesome. I'd even put it under my video as links to look up, so that way people can save some time in looking for good, informative videos. Yeah, you get to see everything that I'm going through here. I'm just trying to make sure it's as clean as possible. I'm going to actually go quickly grab some paper towel, so I'll be right back. Maybe I can figure out how to pause this. Nope. Nope. Alright, be right back. Yeah, so just went and grabbed some paper towel, because this is a real pain in the butt to try and get off. And I wanted to have somewhere to just toss it once I get little pieces out. It really likes to stick to the glass of your touch screen. It's a good thing it's not like tape sticky. Like, this is a really weird type of adhesive. I'm really hoping that the replacement glass actually comes with that same adhesive, because I just touched it and it doesn't seem sticky at all, so I'm sort of worried. But the only way to know is to do it, so just hope that it comes with it already right on it and it's ready to go. So as soon as you heat it up, it somehow activates it. So I'm really cleaning this. I want to make sure it's really good and clean inside this groove here. And just going to put you on pause for a second here. Alright, so I need to get the rest of this stuff off, so I figured nail polish remover would be good. So I'm hoping it doesn't do anything to the plastic, so I'll be very sparingly with it and try to keep it on the glass. And hopefully that is glass. Oh yeah, that does it nicely. Because when I kept trying to rub the stuff off, it kept sticking back, so you know, how am I supposed to get it to go away? And when you do this, get really crappy napkin, or like that really cheap toilet paper, because those tend to not leave stuff behind, like your super soft 3-ply bum wipe. Yeah, this is working beautifully. Sort of miss doing videos. I've done a whole bunch of little videos, but it takes so much work to edit and everything that I just haven't had taken the time to finish up. I can see that it did cause a little bit of damage from pushing on the side. So when you do that, don't push on the side. Hopefully that'll help it in the future from cracking the next screen. But then again, I'm going to be very careful the next time. Actually, I'm going to reuse this. So for some reason some of this adhesive still isn't coming off if I don't have to use paint thinner on this. Yeah, that's not working very well. Alright, so I'm going to go and grab my paint thinner. Hopefully that's the last one. And I'll put you on hold again. Alright, so went and grabbed the paint thinner. Hopefully that works. Hopefully it doesn't cause any more problems. Yeah, it's getting pretty nasty. But we all have to learn somehow, right? By the way, if you've ever bought what do you call that? Actually, I might as well just do this with it. What's that stuff called? It's Rain-X. Well, I went and used this stuff on my windows before I went and had a decal put on my window, and afterwards it repelled rain like it was no tomorrow, and it did it for about the same amount of time as the Rain-X did that I had used before. So, big suggestion, you want to, let's see, and that's looking way better. Alright. Okay, so I think I still have a bit more adhesive left to take off because it's not coming off that nicely. once I go to clean the screen, and I don't want to keep cleaning the screen because I don't know what the screen is made out of, because unfortunately I'm not a professional. Alright, so I'm going to try to get the rest of this adhesive out. Sure, once that comes out, then it'll be good. It'll be good for cleaning. Not itself for cleaning, but good to be cleaned one last time. Now there's something weird here. A piece of glass stayed behind. That's weird. No, it's not glass. That's adhesive. Huh. I guess it sort of gets hard when it's sort of like a plastic would. It's not it's weird. It gets hard like a plastic whenever you're like there's a few spots here that are really hard. I have to go up and grab more paper towel, but that's okay. So I'm going to go grab another few paper towels, and I'll be right back again. Alright, I got some pretty flower ones, napkins. Thank you to Lisa. Alright, hopefully this doesn't do something with color, and then the color tries to go onto there. That would not be good. So, let's try to do this one last time. Should be good enough at this point. Yeah, what's happening is that some of the adhesive is getting pulled from here and messing with that, so I think I gotta actually just get this really small, do one last wipe, hopefully, just enough to wet it. And then the same with one of these. Remember, crappier the better for the paper, as long as it can absorb. if I do this. That there's a few little pieces that I just can't get out. Maybe that's what the screwdrivers are for. I'd really love to see a professional do this. There goes that piece. So I wonder when they make these, do they heat? Do they use heat, or do they just use a glue that doesn't require heat? Be very careful when you're doing this. If you do decide to use the screwdriver, and feel that the glass, this is a glass, this piece, so it'd be very easy to chip. And I actually see a few defects in the glass itself, which, you know, that's great. I'm sure you just can't see it when okay, I gotta figure something else out here. I better put the lid on the nail polish remover. Getting to breathe in all these lovely chemicals. So I'm going to see about heating it back up, because I actually did some damage when I was pushing it. So I'll definitely have to put writing about that in the video, not to do that, because I wouldn't want to be responsible. Not responsible. If you decide to fix it, this is your own doing. I have nothing to do with that, but you know, just wouldn't want to see it always bent like that. But then again, it's better than having a broken screen and having to pay, you know, $300 almost to have it fixed. I just can't believe they charge that. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm taking my time with this. It still shouldn't take, you know, one of these guys that do it every day, they'd probably take 20 minutes to do it, where I'm going to take pretty damn close to an hour. Just trying to get, there's an adhesive that stayed on here, and I'm just trying to get whatever little tiny pieces of glass that are left behind. There are a few pieces of glass that I rubbed onto this, so might be better to not rub top to bottom. Might be better to just rub side to side. Hoping that I can have enough time to get this uploaded tonight, and then tomorrow or the next day have the update video for what I've been up to lately. I can't see right now, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to cut this stuff out. No one really wants to sit in that zone, try to get little tiny chunks of glass off. I can't believe the size of these cameras. It's like a pinhole. Alright, so I'm going to try one more time wiping down with the rubbing alcohol into all the spots that still have some glass. Try this. Hopefully before it all dries. It's drying really quick. To be expected with paint thinner. I might take the forbidden water and use that as a... Oh, I think this is it. Just trying to get the right shine angle here. So I do want to mention that with the... There we go, that's why it was messing up. Didn't see it, but there's a little chunk of adhesive left in this little corner here. If you don't see it, it just pulls back onto the screen. Alright. For some reason it's not coming out. Hopefully that wasn't a piece of glass and I rubbed it in. Damn it, this is so hard to do. Okay, so I'm going to try one last thing. I think that if we were to roll it up really small, I think that it will hopefully work. Alright, let's try this one last time, hopefully. There we go. I think that's going to 100% get the rest. As long as I don't pull any more of the adhesive back. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to try with this is screen cleaner. I've gotten mostly everything off. It should be fine as long as there's no reaction between this and the screen cleaner. I will be right back. Alright, got some of this screen cleaner. Hopefully this is the last one that I need. It is only alcohol. Hopefully there's no issues with mixing alcohol and rubbing out. Whatever you call it, paint thinner. Alright, well, I guess I can't expect to get it 100%, which I don't like to admit defeat at all. It's just so hard, because like you go to clean one spot and then another spot gets dirty and so on. So, you know, it is pretty good. I guess I'm just probably too much of a perfectionist, but after going through all the paper towel and everything, I have a feeling that I'd just be going at this for days, trying to get the perfect screen. Alright, so now we're going to try and put this back together. Got to grab the button that came off, put that back in the right spot, and get these guys to stick in the right spot until everything gets glued back. So don't forget to, if your button does come off, don't forget to put it in the right location. Be a pain in the butt if you go to stick it in and then have it upside down. I've heard of other people doing that. So I'm having a bit of an issue with this. Don't want to kink it too much, but I would like for it to stick. So I'm thinking maybe I got to stick it to the back side, because they do have adhesive on them. So I guess also be careful when you're taking off the stickiness stuff to this, and don't touch the inside, because you obviously want to keep that as nice as possible. So I was worried about no adhesive on the back part of this, but I think that there is, because this side was a lot harder to take off than the front side. So hopefully that's it. And I got some more stuff on it, crud. I don't want white stuff in there. Alright. Okay, so my button doesn't seem like it's sticking the right way. That's because it had come out of its mount. Okay, so I got it in place. Seems to be looking pretty good. Alright, so let's go back to the heating process. Hopefully this thing sticks right back in place. Do feel little pieces of glass inside, so I guess if you ever try to do this, please try to get all the glass out. And you know what? I'm not even gonna mess with it. And it does have an adhesive already built into it. I can feel it. Just make sure you don't break that, eh? So I'm going now along the ridge where the foam actually sits, and seeing as I already spent the time to get the screen as clean as possible,
if you have to do the same thing, try to make sure you don't get any of that adhesive stuff back onto your screen. So hopefully by doing it like this, I shall not have any issues, but you never know. That's the joys of fixing stuff yourself. But like I said, an hour's worth of work to do something that someone's going to charge you $290 for. Give me a break. If I was a really nice guy, I would say here are those companies' names. I live in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, but I'm not going to do that because that's not nice to do. But after I've done this, I do now know how to do it and what to do and what not to do. And hopefully I've taught you the same thing. If you do not feel like doing this, contact me. I wouldn't mind doing it for $100 plus the parts. It's way better than you're going to get anywhere else. And I was also going to put TELUS on the phone, which is where I bought this with. Not TELUS, I meant Samsung. But I called Samsung about this issue, and they've obviously, like, if you search for these videos, they're getting like huge amount of hits. Like these are very popular videos, like 30 to 300,000 views on some of these videos. And if that's the case, that means that this screen is faulty. So, or the phone design itself is faulty. So, in that case, they wanted me to send it to them, and then they were going to assess it in what it needed. And I told them right away it was the phone, the screen. And then they said, well, if you send it back, if you want it sent back to you without repair, we're going to charge you $30 or $40. So just to send it to them so then they can tell you how much it's going to cost, like, that's not right. So if you want to buy the same kit, send me your phone with the kit, and send a $100 check. As soon as the check clears, I'll fix your phone and send it back. There's several ways to contact me, but if I do go ahead and do this, I'm not responsible for, I don't give warranties on this stuff. So if I repair your phone, there's still the chance that it will be a faulty phone. And so you can go with the other option of just getting a whole new phone. If you have a phone that has a screen cracked and you don't want it anymore because you went and bought a new one because you realized that you couldn't, send me the phone. I'd love to have it, and I'd love to have many of these phones just because of how powerful and smart they are. And I swear to you, I wouldn't resell them. But anyways, enough about soliciting. I hate that stuff. So yeah, now we're going to clean everything up. We got a little garbage can under here. Ooh, if I can reach it. Throw all the chemicals back here. I've got cats. So again, that was the most effective stuff while doing this. That helped clean it up at the end. Don't rub the screen too much. So let's get this stuck in place. So I can feel that it is sticking pretty nicely. It's lined up very nicely. There are still pieces of crap along the side, so I'm sorry, I won't be able to handle looking at that. Unless it's already stuck down too much. No, but it does have some sort of sticky adhesive, so that's good. Just watch out when you take the button. Always put it back. So for some reason, the one side is slightly different than the other. There's more spacing on this side in between the screen and the exterior casing, and there's less on this side. So get my chair. This is a long time standing. Let's get one of these back out. So this does work really well now. I'm getting all the leftover adhesive off. Very tedious job. Alright, so that looks good for now. Except for that bow that I made. It sucks. Alright, so we'll take this, and hopefully there's no adhesive anywhere else. And I am going to give it one last little wipe. Hopefully I don't end up rubbing glassing against my belly. Alright. There's only one thing that there's two things that I damaged in this process. There was the part here, which I'll show you when it's done, you'll be able to see it better, and a little chip or something out of the screen. But considering, it's not going to impair the function of the phone, I think that's okay. And considering it will always have a case around it, even though this time it was not effective, yeah, it won't matter about the little protruding spot. So yeah, let's try to get this. Okay, so here we go. Gonna start heating everything up. Gonna get rid of this glass. The rest of the sticky stuff. Plastic. Alright, let's hope that it has adhesive built in. Yeah, that's really good and hot now. So, I'm just going to get this, get my hand on it, and I'll just let it cool down from my hands. And warm my hands up a bit. I guess in the meantime, I can show you my plants, my plant collection. Maybe you notice the light. So, the one on the far back is called a Ferox aloe, and this is an aloe vera. This is an agave, variegated with a light variegation. This is the blue agave. This is what they make tequila out of, and that's my big variegated. It's got a good strong variation for variegated. Did have banana trees, lost them. I got birds of paradise in behind there, which I don't think in behind the wheel, my Bedini wheel. You can see one of the leaves.
and yeah, banana trees grow way too much. My banana tree started with a 5-foot banana tree. By second year it was 13 feet. Third year it was 15 and a half feet, maybe even 16 feet. And the plant pot it was in was huge. It was just too big. So I ended up selling it for super cheap and hoping that it just gets a good home. I kept one of the babies, but it was a very weak baby and it died. I don't tend to water my plants much in the winter. I like to, seeing as they're cactuses, I like it to sort of resemble a dormancy period for them. So, but you still have to give them lots of light. And this light's on a timer with plant aquarium lights, but yeah, figured I would show you my plants in the meantime. So this, I would say, is done. I'm going to, it's very, very hot. I'm going to let it sit for a little while, and then I'll come back and power it on. So in the meantime, I'll just I don't want to push too hard because it's not plastic. So yeah, we'll just leave that there. Come back to it in 5-10 minutes. Alright, so we're gonna put this all back together now. First with the SIM card, micro SD. Can't believe how small these are getting now. Okay, so put the back on. I have to say, I remember a time when the back of your phone could actually withstand an impact. I don't know if they could do that with these now. Sort of reminds me of how a car clips, how the car bumpers clip into place. It's very easy to break, but we'll see. Anyways, keep your fingers crossed. I felt it vibrate. There we go. So everything's fine, seems to be with the hardware. Taking a while. Okay. It doesn't look like it likes other screens, which is weird because normally these screens will be fine. So it says to connect my charger. That's not connected yet, which is weird. Okay, just connected to the internet now. Everything seems to be fine. Let's see about typing. All the X's and O's I sent to my girlfriend Lisa. Hey, honey. No, it's saying gunny. Honey. Still did it again. Well, besides one little ding on the side, I think that's completely fine. So I'm going to power the phone off one more time. Power off. I just want to see if I can show you until it goes off. There we go. There we go. See that little slot right there? Well, I think I pushed a little too hard and it cracked a little bit, but that's fine. That's considering I just saved $290. I'm sorry, $250. I think that's totally fine. So, yeah. I hope this was helpful. I know it was for me. If you have any questions, I don't believe I can answer anymore because I gave you all the information I had while I was learning how to do this. So, but you know, if you still need help, let me know. I may or may not be able to help you. I'm just gonna go through and clean all my screen and everything else, and that's it. So, name's Matt McMahon. Like, subscribe, all that stuff everybody else says. Take care. Bye bye.